Yeah, there is no way I'm wearing this for the entire video. Shows like Over the Garden Wall are a rare treat. The writing is concise and sincere, the art style captures the whimsy of fall, and every song on the soundtrack is an earworm. Greg and Wirt feel like the two conflicting halves of my soul. One is a carefree spirit who isn't burdened with cynicism or doubt, and the other is a high-functioning neurotic who second-guesses everything.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just like a boat upon a winding river, twisting towards an endless black sea. Further and further, drifting away from where I want to be, who I want to be. I have never related more to a line of dialogue. Actually, that's a lie. I relate quite a bit to this line, too.
You've been to Missoula?
During the Depression. My depression. I was depressed there.
Beatrice the Bluebird shares Wirt's cynicism, and the two of them try to impose their lusterless worldview on Greg as the three of them traverse the unknown.
That doesn't really sound that fun.
The world is a miserable place, Greg. Life isn't fun.
Despair is defined as the complete loss of hope, and to quote a minor antagonist from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, what is hell but the absence of hope? The beast is like a devil from religious folklore, preying upon lost souls once they've succumbed to despair. The woodsman calls him the death of hope, and he tells the brothers that fearing the beast is their burden to bear. But it's not. There's an old adage called the first law of holes, which states, if you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. But despair is an irrational emotion that encourages you to pick up the shovel. The inhabitants of the unknown are all stuck in their own personal holes at the start of the series. The woodsman keeps chopping down Edelwood trees, Lorna and Auntie Whispers are stuck in a cycle of codependency, Quincy and Marguerite are haunted by specters they're too afraid to confront. Wirt himself has dug a deep hole of insecurities and self-doubt. He is constantly building a case against himself, and his thoughts always spiral towards the worst possible conclusions.
Sarah and Jason Funderburker. Ugh, that guy's got his act together. He's the total package. I can't compete.
You're the total package too, Wirt.
Doubt is a fictional story we're all too eager to tell ourselves when faced with the possibility of rejection. Our insecurities trap us in a self-fulfilling prophecy. Wirt has crafted and internalized a story where he will always be inadequate. But Greg is unburdened by doubt. To him, a teapot constitutes an elephant costume. Bland potatoes just need a little molasses, and his brother is a pilgrim on a mission. Greg still believes in hope, but the unknown tests his resolve.
I just wanted to have fun, change the world, and make it a better place. But I just made everything worse.
Hope seems childish and silly once you've become a jaded adult, but it helps you carry heavier emotions like sorrow and fear. This is the ultimate conflict between the brothers and the beast. The solution he offers to hopeless souls is surrender. Sorrow and fear are easily forgotten when you submit to the soil of the earth. In a superficial sense, surrender is easier than shouldering the weight of these difficult feelings, but the only victorious party in that scenario is the beast.
There is only me. There is only my way. There is only the forest, and there is only surrender.
He's wrong. There is courage and defiance in living. It's hard, and it's painful, and it's every day. But I promise you, it's worth it. In many ways, we're trained to fear despair. The Catholic Church considers it to be the only unforgivable sin, and our culture of toxic positivity isn't welcoming to a sensation of utter hopelessness. The unwillingness to confront despair is what creates the metaphorical beast, but Wirt defeats it with a small dose of logic.
Wait, that's dumb.
What?
That's dumb. I'm not just gonna wander around in the woods for the rest of my life.
It's worth noting that the second law of holes states, when you stop digging, you're still in a hole. Climbing out isn't an instantaneous process, and the blueprint looks different for everyone, but it's never impossible. It's unmasking the gorilla. It's singing with your fellow tavern patrons. It's asking out the person you like after embracing hope and carrying it with you through the darkness. Watching this miniseries is like receiving a gentle, loving hug, and it reminded me of an old poem by Anne Sexton. Who is he? A railroad track toward hell, breaking like a stick of furniture, the hope that suddenly overflows the cesspool, the love that goes down the drain like spit, The love that said forever, forever, and then runs you over like a truck? Are you a prayer that floats into a radio advertisement? Despair, I don't like you very well. You don't suit my clothes or my cigarettes. Why do you locate here, as large as a tank, aiming at 1/2 of a lifetime? Couldn't you just go float into a tree, instead of locating here at my roots, forcing me out of the life I've led when it's been my belly so long? All right, I'll take you along on the trip, where for so many years, my arms have been speechless.